Hey, what's up guys? Kid Prepper. Today I'm making a video about all the different ways that you could light a fire in case of an emergency or just you're out camping, surviving, whatever. I'm going to show you all the ways that I know of at least to start a fire. So let's take a look at what I got. Okay, so the 5 ways that I know of are these right here. First, I got this is just like a multi-survival kit thing with all kinds of stuff, but it has a magnifying glass. That's one of the ways. Other way, fire starter. This is very common to use a fire starter to start your fire. It's just a flint and steel. You can use the back of your knife if you want to. Most basic way, a lighter. Just a Bic lighter. Matches. I put matches inside of a Tic Tac container. It's pretty waterproof, I think, and they just fit perfectly. And a bow drill. So we'll talk about how this works in a second. So let's start. But first, we got to collect some little wood and branches to start fires. So I have this pile of wood here from when we were trimming our trees. So I have plenty of wood to light tons of fires. So I'm just going to grab some of these branches. Okay, yeah, so I collected a bunch of twigs. Some other things that are going to help you start this fire is pencil sharpener. Most of you guys probably know what this is for. You just sharpen a stick so you get little like feather sticks almost, but like it's like when you sharpen a pencil, you get little thin strips of wood and it's really easy to light. Most of you guys probably know that, but just in case you don't know, that's what this is for. A knife. It's going to help you for cutting wood up and making feather sticks. Thing to take wheels off of your skateboard. Your skateboard, even though all you're going to use is your wheels. And a machete. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the simplest one. Bic lighter. Any lighter will work. I'm just going to use this lighter. So what I'm going to do is here down in the jungle, it's really easy to come by palm leaves and find them. They actually just like find you. And they're pretty flammable and they work pretty good for lighting a fire. So I just break some of these up. Put in a little pile. Some twigs. I'm not going to make a big fire every time I make one. I'm just going to make a little one to show you guys that once you got the flame, you just put more wood and then it just keeps building. It just keeps growing. The lighter is pretty simple. Then you just take your lighter. Everyone knows how to do this. It's really easy with a lighter because all you have to do is it's really easy to light it. Once you get the flame going, slowly add some other things. Voila! You have a fire. Pretty simple stuff. With a lighter, it's really easy. Next, I'm going to use some matches. Just some normal matches. These aren't those special ones that are storm-proof. They're just cheap ones from the store, but they work and they do the job. So I just cut off a little piece of the little thing to start the fire to fit in here. Then I'm just going to take one match out. That's all you should need. Whenever you're lighting a fire with a match or a lighter, try to do it with as little bit amount as you can. Like, try to not just hold the lighter there on a piece of wood for the entire time. Like, get some leaves so that the leaves just light, and then the fire starts burning. Don't just waste all the gas or the liquid inside of the lighter just to get one fire going. Because in survival, you want to make your fire starting stuff last as long as you can. Because fire is like one of the most important survival things. Especially in cold weather. It's not cold down here, but it's still really important. You use fire for boiling your water. You use it for cooking your food. In cold weather, you use it for keeping yourself warm. Use it for light at night. If you don't have a flashlight, use it to keep other animals away. Really, really useful. Protect your fire at any cost. Like this, and light your match. Make sure your match gets going. Right under there. And like I said, I'm not going to make a big fire because I don't need to. See, just could put some more wood on. Voila. Got myself a fire. Ah. Go away. Oh. See? Next, I don't know if I'm going to be able to use a magnifying glass because it's kind of overcast out and it's cloudy. So and to use a magnifying glass to start a fire, you kind of need direct sunlight. So sorry guys, but I might not be able to do that one. Next, I'm going to use the fire steel. This is the Bear Grylls. It works really good. You have your flint, came with the steel, and it has this little compartment up here that you can keep cotton in, but I'm not going to use it. Pretend like it's a pencil. My dog Sokka just chewed through his leash and broke free. Sokka, did you just chew through your leash? Ah, Sokka! Okay, yeah, I'm also going to grab some of this stuff. It's like, almost like a bunch of little fibers growing that are together. They grow on palm trees, so it's really easy to get. Okay, yeah, so I collected some of this stuff, so I'm just going to separate it. See, there you go. There's your fire. If I was going to make a real fire, I'd just put more wood, put some more palm leaves, and then I'd be able to get a good fire. Never actually lit a fire with a magnifying glass. I think it's a lot harder than it sounds. This isn't the best magnifying glass. I think a bigger one would probably work better. But we can give it a shot. So you just gotta hold it very steady. Okay, I cannot get a fire to go with this magnifying glass. I think it's, I don't know, it's so small it doesn't want to light anything. Not even make a little line. I think with a magnifying glass like this big or something, then it's a lot easier. Okay, so next is the bow drill. So basically all this is a piece of wood that's kind of curved like a bow and arrow a little bit. Doesn't have to be flexible, and then you just tie a rope, like paracord on one side, and on one side, and then what you're going to do is put a piece of wood like this, make a little hole here, and then start spinning it back and forth. What people used to do is they would go like this with a piece of wood, but it's a lot easier and more efficient with this. Okay, so I'm going to take my skateboard wheel off. Okay, I got my tire. Put the skateboard aside. So the reason for the tire, you'll see in a moment. Let me just find like a straight stick. Okay, so what I'm doing is kind of carving off some of this side of the stick so that it can fit into the slot where the wheel is. Let's see, a little bit more. And the other end I'm going to put right in this hole that I kind of made with my knife. And I'm going to start going like this. Not stabbing something with my knife, but just spinning this wood until something lights. Or at least makes a little ember, and then I can get it going. Okay. Okay, so that fits in there. Pretty sure. I've never done this, guys. Okay. This is not spinning nothing. Ugh! Friggin' stick broke. Come on. Okay, we're gonna retie this thing. Something. Gotta get the ember into the little. Okay. Light the fire! Look. Okay. Gotta make sure this fire doesn't go out. my gosh. I can't believe that worked. Oh my gosh. Man, it went from a teeny little ember to a flame so fast. I wasn't expecting that. Now I can cook a snack. Once I get this flame going, maybe I'll put some water to a boil and make some food. Okay, yeah, so now that I got the little fire going, I'm going to put some wood under here burning so that I can try to get this water to boil. So you just take some sticks that have a flame. So all I did over here was I put 3 stakes and I put this mesh on top, and then I put my pot on top just to keep it away from the flame a little bit. A little bit more. Okay, so I was able to get some water boiling, and I was able to cook a salmon. It's pretty hot, so I can't really eat it yet. I'm going to put the little packet of flavoring into it, and I think it tastes pretty good. Basically, my bug out bag, the food that I have is salmon and peanut butter, and chocolate bars. And stuff to hunt, of course, and fish. Okay, so I was able to make a fire with everything except for the magnifying glass. It's getting close to sunset, so there just wasn't enough sunlight to make a fire with the magnifying glass. I'm sorry, but if it's like the middle of the day, then it should be a lot easier because you have a lot of sunlight. But right now it's like almost sunsetting, and it's not that hot out. It's not enough heat, so I wasn't able to start a fire. Sorry about that. But everything else I was able to start a fire with. I was really surprised about making a fire with this thing. That was actually my first time. It took me a few tries. I kept doing it and my sticks kept breaking, and this stick broke and I had to get a new one. It took me like 15-20 minutes just to get the little ember, and then I was able to put it in like a bundle of other stuff and then blow on it, like get everything on fire, and then I just put it in there, and then it all lit. And then what I did is as you saw in the video before, is I made another little fire just taking some sticks from the bigger fire, and then I put a pot and I put some of these in the ground, and I put some metal mesh across. And then what I did is I put this pot, and then I boiled some water, and then I made a salmon. So here's my lunch. Or no, this is almost dinner. It's 4 o'clock, so this is my dinner. This is my lunar in between lunch and dinner. Lunar. Huh. Yummy. Okay guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, and if you want to see more, go subscribe, and see you guys in the next video. Man, who would have thought that a skateboard tire could help you light a fire?